So sometimes I actually take a video of my completed book. And this time I really wanted to actually do this for September because there's actually a lot more to the story about September. September was a very stressful, busy month, and sometimes the only thing I actually had time to do for my daily practice was to actually pull a card. And I would pull the cards, and I would also just find some pictures or memes that on Facebook. That's actually where a lot of find a lot of my extra pictures. I'm scrolling through Facebook, and I like something, and so I save the picture, and so that's how I get a number of those pictures. But in September, I didn't. A lot of the times, I just filled in the moon phase and my mood and the cards, and that was pretty much it. And sometimes in the past, I have. If I've only pulled cards for a day or I missed a day entirely, I just would like put a note in there and say, hey, all they did was pull these cards, or I missed the day I was busy. And sometimes I would go back and I would just do the whole page. For September, the majority of the book was blank pages, except for writing down what cards I had pulled and what the moon phase was and my mood for the day. And so I felt compelled to go back and actually do all of the pages. So for October, I've been keeping up with my October pages and also spending a fair amount of time working on catching up with September. So so I thought I'd share, since I did put so much work into it, a little bit of what I did with the September stuff. Molly just does such an amazing job. I mean, I actually use a lot of Molly's printables in my books. Some of the cards that she makes for the 30 Days of Goddess. Some of the cards she makes for Living the Questions. Sometimes other little things that she shares and makes. I am a Patreon, so I actually have access to a fair amount of this stuff. But it's just I just love it so much. So those were the words for September, right? And now this one I actually cut out everything, and this was September 1st. Cut out everything and then left it in. I didn't actually glue it in. So I did that some days. Some days I would cut stuff out, but there were actually a number of times that I didn't even. If I did cut it out, I didn't glue it in. Oh, I had fun with this one. So this is one that I actually did later, not at the day of. But these are some of her little minis, and I don't know. I haven't really done too many of these little pockets, and they're just so cute. So I decided to give that a try, and I just liked those. So as you can see, this is one of Molly's printables, and this is from the Living the Questions. And she made, these are some of her little affirmations cards that she made into minis. This was one of her, she had a whole book of mini poems, and I actually printed them out. Also, I don't know how many of you know about these, but since I do pull tarot cards, as you can see, and you can also see my my leggings there. I actually bought a bunch of stickers. So sometimes, because I wasn't actually using woman runes or Nordic runes or witches runes or any of that, I just started putting a sticker up there, but I still wrote it down because I wanted to note which tarot deck I was using. So here's another picture that I found, on Facebook. Liked it enough to save it, and then and this one, so you can see if I know the artist, I write it in here. So if it's not in there, then I didn't know who the artist was. It wasn't, marked. So here's another one of Molly's cards that she makes. This is from Living the Questions. So this day was hope, and what was so fitting is that I got the star, and the main meaning for the star card in tarot is hope. So that was really an important thing, for me. That kind of synchronicity there is just really beautiful. As I said, this was a really sort of rough month for me. Oh, these are Molly's daily practice cards. She made some of those. This is from her desert, I think it's from her Desert Magic. So she made shared that, and I started cutting out pages of it and putting it in. This is some artwork by my friend Linda Fabry. She does a monthly calendar, for sort of as her daily practice, and she just does a little artwork every day. And so then she made a picture of it and shared that. And here's more stuff. So again, another affirmations card and more cards that little minis that she makes to go in with the daily practice. That's from Living the Questions. A lot of these I started putting in from Living the Questions because I just like them so much, and I really like sort of combining the two practices. Again, this is another one from the Desert Magic one, another one for daily practice cards from Living the Questions. I can't remember if these are joy cards or affirmations of joy. I can't remember, but these are also Molly. So as you can see, I love this one. To bless one another. May we remember we have the power to bless one another. May our hands reach out. May our hearts meet. May we share laughter and tears. May we anoint and adorn, dance and revel, savor and sing. May we lay our hands on one another's bodies without fear. May we gather together what we have to offer. Fine threads of compassion, filaments of hope, gentle fibers of truth, strands of celebration. May we weave garlands of community, webs of connection, and baskets of kindness. May we offer bold prayers and soft benedictions. May we root ourselves on a solid earth, under an open sky, and make our own magic. May we remember our power to bless one another. Another one of Molly's amazing poems. Again, more of Molly's printables. That's from Living the Questions there. This is September 6th, which is the 7-year anniversary of the hand fasting of my sweetie and I. We actually got legally married July 11th of 2014 when same-sex marriage became legal in the state of Illinois. We'd already planned this ceremony in September, like regardless of whether it became legal in Illinois or federally, we were having that with friends and family. So this is the one that I think, the legal one's nice, but this is the one that means the most to both of us. More from Desert Magic, more from Living the Questions, again, more of her printables. And so you can see, I just use a lot of these. They lend themselves really well. And in August, I was also keeping a journal to the side where I was doing a lot of writing in it. When I first started using these, I mostly was writing. I didn't really do a whole lot of artwork. I didn't really know, that's not my strong point, if you will. And then I just really enjoyed seeing the work that everyone else was doing so much that I started, playing with it and putting in pictures or writing or things like that. And so I actually stopped doing very much writing in here and started doing writing over to the side. So this printable is also one of Molly's. She made that, and I actually chose that for this day because both my cards had ravens on them for that day. So I was like, that was perfect for that. Well, this doesn't have a raven on it because this is a picture of the Rider-Waite-Smith. The deck that I was using, which is the Chrysalis Tarot in September, had ravens on it for that. This is also, of course, Living the Questions. I think that's also Desert Magic. Living the Questions. This is a good day. I was peaceful and happy that day. That's nice. Then we have September 11th. I have some stickers that I add in here. Also corn. I love that. So, this day was, the word for this day was feast, right? And so that just felt really good. And also another sticker. Weekends are for gardening. September 11th, I believe, was Saturday or Sunday. These are more printables by Molly. Again, I don't remember what they're called. But I love those too, so those get in there too. This is from, oh my goodness, I think it's a little Persephone, little prayer book that she made, or Walking with Persephone. Anyway, I think really to go along with her Walking with Persephone book, which is amazing. If you haven't read Molly's new book, Walking with Persephone, I think it's definitely worth the price. I have really been enjoying that one, with all the other things I'm reading. But when I do, that's kind of one of my favorites. Another from Living the Questions. This one I had really actually a good time. I don't do a whole lot of extra collage kind of things. I think I'm always afraid I'm going to cover up something important, but this one it was just so perfect for September. And so then the words, I think this is also from Desert Magic. The word of that day was collect. More of Molly's daily practice cards. This was September 13th here. Again, there's the mini poems and these the joy cards, and that's from Living the Questions. Another attempt at a at a collage. Again, another principle of Molly's. This is also from Desert Magic. Also Living the Questions here. So again, some of this stuff I did, some stickers I added here. Some of this stuff, like I said, I did day of, some of it I didn't. This day I couldn't find any little printables I wanted to actually go with this, so I actually wrote in instead. And actually what's interesting, I'm going to go back here. So may you listen to your heart. These are living the question printouts, and there's kind of like a theme. So the first one was this one, and then we have this one on, and then this one, and then this one. So I tried to put them actually in order, So again, more from the Desert Magic over here. Now we have more from Persephone, or Walking with Persephone, another one of Molly's goddesses. This one has mushrooms on it. Persephone, please walk with me. May I allow the pulse of longing to beat. May I allow the breath in my belly to expand. May I let my shoulders soften and ease. May I open my eyes to the reality of choice, held lightly in my open hands. I love poetry, and I am especially fond of Molly's poetry. It's very inspiring, very uplifting. Another little sticker. So now you can see, and now I'm working with the Persephone book. Sometimes it ends up, I didn't use it every single in order. This is a little sticker. I'm going to hold the vision, trust the process. The word for the day is focus. Another from Living the Questions, as you can see. This is, Molly has a couple of different books for sort of autumn magic and liminal spaces. Some of them she shared, some of them I purchased, and so I actually just liked it enough that even though I printed it off by itself, some of it I actually printed it a second time in a smaller format. And here this was on 2 pages, and I just kind of cut the rest of it over so it could all be here. A little sticker there. There we go. More stickers. So the word of the day was ripe on September 21st. More from about Persephone, more Living the Questions. And this was a 3 of Hearts day. Excuse me, 3 of Cups day. No, that's a 3 of Swords. Oh, my brain. It is late. But yeah, it's a 3 of Swords through the hearts. So that was a little bit of a rough day. So you can see I was sad. This was autumn equinox, and so I found a picture that did a good job of balancing day and night. A little bit from Persephone, daily practice cards. Here's another living the questions. Up there, even note that it's Mabon/autumn equinox. Another one from one of Molly's booklets that she's made. I just love it. More from Living the Questions. Sometimes Molly makes little cards and she shares them on Facebook that aren't Living the Questions, but I also sometimes print those off too. This is Enfold. That was the word of the day. So the little booklet, for the Persephone little booklet, had a lot of pages that had stuff like this. So occasionally I would put those in, and other times I couldn't figure out quite how to fit it in. So almost there. So this one was fun. So this particular day, September 25th, I got a barn owl for the oracle, so I decided to use this little card. Now, these aren't owl feathers. These are actually our cockatiel's feathers. We have a cockatiel named Aylin Puck, although my spouse calls him Chicken, and I think the bird thinks his name is Chicken. But anyway, that's what I put in there. I have them all over. He sheds them all the time, and I have them sort of decoratively all over my bookshelves, and I just thought I would put some in there. And since I actually went back and did some of these, I don't actually know if like some of the little cards I used are were actually made for October. But this one, this one also felt really sort of powerful for me, with this whole idea of, the word was weight, and this is the cauldron. And so this is actually this little card here. May we slip down into the cauldron of being and becoming, and allow ourselves to steep in the bubbling, flavorful, rich, and nourishing space of our own renewal. So the word was weight, but part of the theme that sort of Molly talks about for September is sort of going down into the underworld with Persephone, if you will, your own sort of journey, and into yourself, and into your own growth and healing and processing kind of thing. And so I just thought that felt appropriate. This this little card was given to me by a friend of mine. September, like I said, was really rough, and I was actually struggling with a little bit of depression, feeling overwhelmed. And then towards the end of September, I was sick, and had injured my eye. It was all kinds of stuff. So I won't show the inside of the card, but my friend Jan and I went for a walk on September 26th, and she gave me this little card afterwards. It was very sweet. And more living the questions. I really wanted this here, and Molly didn't have anything like that, so I literally just printed out myself. This is one of my favorite quotes, and also it's a really lovely song that my coven and we learned a long time ago, but we're all pretty fond of, and it's I will be gentle with myself, I will love myself, I am a child of the universe, being born each moment. I will be gentle with myself, I will heal myself, I am a child of the universe, born in love each moment. Anyway, here we have September 27th. Again, more from Molly, another one of Molly's goddesses, and I sort of combined some stuff there together. More from Living the Questions there. I don't know what I'm going to do in this section when Living the Questions is over in November, but another one of Molly's. Also, this is the Charge of the Goddess. Doreen Valiente wrote the Charge of the Goddess. Starhawk did some modifications. Shekinah Mountain Water. This is apparently Shekinah Mountain Water's version of it. Beautiful. It's very beautiful. More daily practice cards. This is more from Living the Questions. Another one, Yoga Woman. This is the 29th. The word was depth. And then another one of those poems. And again, this is one I had, it was a second page, so I had to cut it so it would all fit on the page. More from, this is actually one from probably a couple of months ago, but I had a copy of it still, and I just was like, I really like it, and the word was returned, so I used it. And then Molly always makes it that there's 31, enough for 31 days. So you can actually see in the background that I covered it over, because there are only 30 days in September. So this is another one of the Molly's poems, Blessings from the Harvest Queen. The word was harvest, so I thought that was perfect. And then this is a mandala that Molly made, and then this is a quote by Alice Walker. So I thought those went really well together. And then, whoops, I might have to glue that a little bit. It's trying to come off. So another poem by Molly, again from one of her little booklets. Oh, I missed a day. I'll have to come in and put something there. You won't get to see it, but I will. That's okay. And then we have another thing from one of her booklets. This is a charging and blessing prayer. This actually, I think, was at the end of the Persephone little booklet. And then these are some little goddess blessing cards that Molly made, and I recently downloaded them. So, and there we go. That's the whole booklet, except for the one page that I have to go back and figure out what I'm going to put there. Anyway, wow, I didn't mean for that to be 20 minutes, or to continue to show you my leggings while I was trying to make this video. But anyway, I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, and let me flip this around just a second so you can actually see me. Let's see, how do I do that? Here I am. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great evening and a great weekend. Blessings to you all.